It hasn't been easy. How are you guys dealing with the new rules?
Oh, look, just doing our best. We understand that the concern the government has, and we can't allow community spread of the virus. They've placed tough restrictions on us, which are limiting the numbers and obviously the amount of staff that we have as a back end of that, which is tough for the staff involved. But it is where it is, Tim, and it's better than being closed, which we were obviously for 3 months.
I'll tell you what, it's been a rebaptism of fire for you. I mean, like you were in the hustle and bustle of federal politics for a number of years. You've come back to the family business, and bang, it's a reasonable challenge.
Yeah, it is. I'm, I guess, in the fortunate position of I'm a third-generation member of a strong family business. My heart goes out to those that aren't in the position that touch wood we are of being able to weather the storm for the period we're closed. I know the banks have been very forgiving it for a period, but obviously that will end at some stage. The government have done a fantastic job with JobKeeper, but that will end at some stage. And my real concern is for newer businesses, family businesses, small businesses, and whether or not when all this support ends, are they in a position to weather the storm then?
It's very hard to predict anything that's going on right at the moment, but often people are trying to jump and dump New South Wales in the same pile as Victoria. It's very different. I'm sure you look and assess the numbers on a daily basis.
Yeah, Tim, it is. And the good part, touch wood, at the moment is that the tracing has linked back to all these different clusters. What we can't afford to see, and if the government see it, I fear for what they'll do, and we may well end up in a shutdown, is untraceable community spreading of the virus. And, we've got tough restrictions placed on us. We need to make sure we follow that. Patrons, it's a never-ending challenge. We've got to get patrons to understand that we're not narks. We're just doing what we're supposed to be doing, imposed by government, and that can be tough at times too. And we ask for their understanding, and so that we can follow the rules and make sure that everyone's safe.
Yeah, groups of 10, having everybody seated. How does that change things?
Look, it's tough. We're in today's paper, the Sunday Telegraph. We copped a fine on Friday night at the Watson's Bay Hotel. We passed an inspection, and I've had hundreds of them, and this is my first fine. But deservedly, and I'll cop, because as the inspectors were there, we passed every test, and there was a table of 10 and another table of 10 some distance apart, and one customer got up and went over and spoke to them while the inspectors were there, and we didn't have the chance to say, "Excuse me, mate, you need to sit down." We got a fine on the spot. And so that's the reality of what we're dealing with. And where that happened, it was in the public bar. It was regulars. They're good mates. They do it every Friday night historically, but it has to change at the moment, and we need patrons to come for the ride with us and work with us.
Taking your Publican hat off for a second and putting the political one back on, Victoria goes into a stage 4 lockdown and all non-essential businesses have to close. It's extraordinary times.
Yeah, it is. I know there's an inquiry going on, and I hope that will get to the bottom of what happened, but some of the rumours and innuendo of how the security guards conducted themselves and how that tender went out interacting with government, I think the Victorian government will have some tough questions to answer when those findings are made public. But in the meantime, my heart goes out to all businesses down there, because they're back in the situation they were in March. And, that's bloody tough.
Absolutely. Look, on a more positive front, we want to see all businesses thrive and new things happen, because life does go on. And great news this week. You and I both lovers of sport, and great to see your dad and you guys sponsoring the mighty Canterbury Bulldogs. We are blue, we are white, the family club.
We are dynamite.
Yes.
Yeah, mate. Look, we've been informally involved with that club. My grandfather, Arthur Senior and Veronica, took debenture number 12, believe it or not, a £100 debenture in 1957 to build the original football club. So our involvement goes back that long informally. Dad's been very involved with a lot of the star players of the 80s and 90s. They were customers at the Twin Willows Hotel, which is our family's base. And this was an opportunity. The club, we thought needed a hand to rebuild and move forward, and it was a great opportunity for us to be involved in a more formal manner, and that starts this afternoon against your mighty Eels, Timmy.
Yeah, Be interesting, that one.
Yeah, well, look, we're all heading out there, and a name on the front of the jersey. Very exciting day. Great traditional family club. We're a strong family business, and we think there'll be great synergies between the two of us becoming more formally aligned, moving into the future.
And moving into the future with a really strong lens on the past, isn't it? By the way, I'm not a Parramatta supporter. I don't support any football team.
Oh,
I'm in the middle.
sorry,
No, that's okay. No, you're forgiven. I'm in the middle. But no, with a firm lens on the past, because family is such an essential part of what you and your business is, and what the Bulldogs has been in the past, going all the way back to the Berries.
Absolutely, Tim. I mean, the current chair, Lynn Anderson, her husband Chris, they live in George's Hall behind the pub, the Twin Willows. Jeff Robinson lives over the road. Terry Lamb, a few streets away. These are the guys that I grew up with when they were playing. I was working behind the bar, and they're still great mates today. And it was so good. Cement Gillespie, Stan Cutler, Gary Hughes. All these guys turned out on Wednesday at the Twin Willows for the announcement. There would have been 30 or 40 legends of the club. And my great hope is that from, us being involved over the next few years, and I hope a lot longer than that, we can work with the current and soon to be current players, and hopefully work with them and play some small part in them becoming legends of the club moving through the next few years.
It's vital, isn't it, Craig? You and I are both fathers of young children or youngish children, that we continue to propagate sport, continue to propagate entertainment, because life does go on. It's a difficult period, but things like, Canterbury taking on the Eels is important.
Absolutely. I would argue you learn as much through your school years playing team sport as you do in the classroom. That dependence on your mate. Your teammate, your desire not to let them down. And also, I guess in a time like this pandemic, supporting your local footy team, be it a local club or be it the Bulldogs, at that level, is vital for the mental well-being of people. It's great to have something to focus your energy on, especially in times of need and test like we're going through at the moment. And I know that's another big reason that we've decided to bite the bullet and get involved in a big way with a club that's very close to our heart, always has been.
Yeah, it's great to have you on board. And just quickly and just personally, we've all got to work on our own mental health and our own stability. So the Gilbert brothers, Kieran's coming up on Sunday Agenda very, very soon. So Kieran and I have got to take on you and the Bachelor Stew real soon again.
Yeah, I think you guys are the current, you're the reigning title holders, but obviously haven't been able to play for a fair while through COVID. But very keen. I know the golf clubs, a lot of them are locked down at the moment without visitors, but I know the minute that stops, Timmy, Stewie and I are very keen to get you back onto the course and see if we can remove the trophy from your grasp.
Thanks, mate. I'm working on the handicap. It is blowing in the wind at the moment. Look, it's always great to chat, Craig. Say good day to the family. All the best this afternoon, and it's really good to have the Laundy Group sponsoring a club like the Bulldogs.
Tim, absolute pleasure to talk, mate. See you soon, buddy.